The 5-year wait for the only hug that ever mattered. You ever have a dream that feels so real, you're actually afraid to wake up because the reality is just too painful? For 5 years, my reality was a 6 by 9 foot cell in a maximum security prison. I was sent away for a crime I didn't commit, a wrong place, wrong time scenario that cost me my job, my reputation, and worst of all, the first 5 years of my son's life. Every night, I'd stare at the gray concrete walls and try to remember the smell of his baby shampoo. I'd look at the one blurry photo I had of him, and I could feel my heart just rotting in my chest. My wife, Sarah, stopped coming after year 3. She didn't say she thought I was guilty, but the silence on the other end of the phone said everything. Then, the miracle happened. New technology, a dedicated lawyer, and a confession from the actual guy. I was exonerated. I was free. The day I walked out those gates, the sun felt like it was trying to burn through my skin. I didn't call Sarah. I didn't want to be a voice on a speaker anymore. I just showed up. I stood at the edge of the playground at his elementary school. I saw a group of first graders running around, screaming, full of that limitless energy. And then I saw him. Leo. He had my nose and his mother's messy chestnut hair. He was sitting on a bench, looking at a picture book, totally in his own world. I walked over, my legs feeling like they were made of lead. My throat was so tight I could barely breathe. I stopped a few feet away and just whispered his name. Leo? He looked up. His eyes were wide, searching my face. I thought he'd scream. I thought he'd run to a teacher. I thought I'd become a stranger to my own flesh and blood. But then, he dropped the book. His little face crumpled, and he let out a sound that I will hear in my head until the day I die. He didn't ask who I was. He didn't ask where I'd been. He just sprinted across the grass and hit my chest like a cannonball. He buried his face in my shirt and sobbed. I knew you'd find us, Daddy. I told Mommy you were just lost in the woods. In that moment, the 5 years of concrete and cold disappeared. I wasn't a convict. I wasn't a victim. I was just Dad. Sometimes the world takes everything from you, just to show you that the only thing that actually matters is the one person who never stopped waiting. Hold your loved ones tight, guys, because time is the one thing you can never, ever get back. I'm finally home.